ready for you!
Welcome to the Wrestling Gremlins Podcast.
I knew you'd come.
This is episode 49. We're from the Bay Area, but it's not the 49ers. I am Bobby. This is Nick. He is back. The prodigal son has returned.
Glorious! Yeah, it was Easter Sunday this weekend, so might as well figure I should come back.
There was also April Fool's on Sunday.
Yeah, there's a beautiful joke for you if you haven't had one.
Yeah, I was saying, right for you, man, with the whole religious thing and April Fool's on the same day. I'm sure you're having a heyday.
I worked that day, and I was really hungover.
Oh, fun.
Not my day. The day before, though, I had tiki drinks in Palm Springs, and it was very fun.
Tiki drinks, you're classy and fancy.
Yeah, dude. Button-down shirts and umbrellas in my glass.
Speaking of shirts, as I just said to you before off air, I was drinking coffee right before we came on, and I spilled on my white shirt, and now I'm wearing my CM Punk shirt, which is the segue to the road to Wrestlemania this Sunday. You like how I did that, Nick?
It's been the most uneventful road to WrestleMania, I'd have to say.
I was going to say the same thing. A lot of people have been very upset with the builds, and it's sad that the only one that I've seen with a build is one for SmackDown and one for Raw. And the one on SmackDown is the Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn match. But the other one for Raw that actually does have a storyline, even though it's whatever, the match is going to probably be horrible, is which I don't want it to be horrible. I want it to be really good because I like both these wrestlers. I just don't know how it's going to work out. We'll see. But it's Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. There's actually a story to that.
Yeah. It's not Ronda Rousey smiling all the time.
It's not even that. It's okay. You know how Paul Heyman hides people's flaws?
Does he?
Well, he used to with ECW. They weren't the most skilled wrestlers, but it was most entertaining because he knew how to do it. The one thing that I think is kind of funny about all of this, though, is you have Kurt Angle, who has been atrocious on the microphone. I love Kurt Angle. He's one of the best of all time, in my opinion. But since he's came back, he's been really kind of stumbling over his words a lot. Like, he called Ronda Rousey Ronda Rowdy on Raw. And it's a consistent thing, man. You can bet like something's going to happen on one of his promos throughout the night. It's not fair that he has so many too backstage, but that's what happens when you do the GM. But then you put Ronda Rousey, who is so far not good on the mic. The transition has been very poor.
She, we were watching it last night, and I was like, she needs to. I remember seeing videos of Ronda walk into the octagon. She didn't walk to a ring. She will be doing that this Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, goody. And she never smiled.
Yeah, she always looked pissed off.
I'm gonna break your fucking arm. Now she's all, hi guys, I'm a wrestler now. And I'm just like, let's see how Sunday plays out.
She does flip that. She flips it pretty well though, where she does have that angry look on her face.
When the transition happens, but if they want her to become that new Stone Cold, which is what they're, I think, gearing for, Austin, when he smiled, it still wasn't, like, oh, he's so cute. It was like, it's like when the Undertaker smiles, nothing good's going to happen.
It's like when you go to a bar and you see that guy in the corner keep staring at you at the whole night, and it's just like, dude, I think this fool's trying to fight me later. Like, you just see smiling, but you don't trust it. So I don't know, man. Like the whole Ronda Rousey experience, I think it's going to get better. She's an athlete that it's you don't see many athletes like Ronda Rousey. Like someone who loves sports as much as I do. Sharks clinched the playoffs last night. Actually, the Kings helped them do it. The Kings had to win, and the Sharks got in the playoffs because of that. It's so weird. Me and Jeff Meacham were going back and forth on Twitter about it. But when you have an athlete like that, they're going to transition sooner or later. Like I would assume it's not going to be like Dan Severn. I think it'll be more of a Ken Shamrock situation. But I think what they should do, and I agree with you, is have her walk to the ring pissed off. Don't be in there cutting promos. Their flaw was, she's going to be here every week, which she has not been since they've said that. But they're putting her flaws right in the forefront, like I was trying to get to. They have Kurt Angle's been messing up on his promos. They have Ronda Rousey who keeps messing up on her promos and her timing. This is why, and I'm not the first one to say this. I've heard a lot of other shows say this. After WrestleMania, put Ronda Rousey with Paul Heyman. Let Paul Heyman do all of her talking. Let her be pissed off.
Is she going to bounce in the ring and lick her lips too? That might be kind of weird.
I would say it might be more attractive than it would be Brock Lesnar doing it. But I don't know. Brock Lesnar does have that sexy tramp stamp.
Oh, yeah. Just kill them all right above her butt.
Yeah, but at least he chose the best Metallica album, to have down there.
No Metallica album is the best Metallica album.
Hey, what? Come on, man. You got to admit, some of the early Metallica stuff's good. No?
Nope. Nope.
You're crazy. I think early Metallica is very good.
I'm working on my Tommaso Ciampa beard.
Yeah, it looks like it. And your Caitlyn Jenner haircut.
Fuck you. This is the alpha haircut, yo.
Oh, it does have that Chris Jericho look to it. It does. That's kind of
it's called dirty, the headband.
The dirty hair, which is kind of like the halfway point.
Oh, dude. At least it's past like my eyes though now. Like that was the worst. It was just like right at eye level.
Oh, the haircut when you get a free bowl of soup with it?
No, because my hair's really straight, so it didn't do the bowl really bad. It was more just like that awkward. You can't do anything. You can't get it out of your face.
Yeah.
I ended up just like wearing glasses to work to put it up on my head just to hold my hair out of my face. But enough about my hair. Let's talk more about wrestling because it's been a while. But it's been weird. I sat and got caught up on NXT yesterday and just tried to figure out kind of what's going to happen after this Mania, because this Mania was a really slow build. It was really, really awkward. Like, the Rumble happened, and it was fun, and they've been putting so much on the women to do their thing that I feel like a lot of the stories have been kind of pushed to the side. You have a couple of alluring feats and whatnot coming up within those eras, or not eras, but, within what's going on within their fields right now. I mean, shit, Supercard of Honor's stacked as hell, and I'm not even going to watch that.
Okay, so I'm confused, because last time there was a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, it was on a Saturday. And I haven't checked if it's on a Saturday or Sunday yet, but I think I've heard someone say it's on Saturday. I'm not Saturday, Friday. So I think it's Saturday.
I believe it's on Friday.
God, I hope so.
And then T is on Saturday.
WrestleMania Sunday.
WrestleMania Sunday.
Yeah, no, which is good because I don't give two fucks about the Hall of Fame. I'd rather watch Ring of Honor, So that's what I'm wondering too. Is if it was Saturday, if you had to choose, which I'm going to use the computer and I'll use the TV, so that kind of kills the whole situation there. But if you had to choose NXT on this pay-per-view or Ring of Honor, which one would you pick?
Probably Ring of Honor because the stories are a little stronger and there's a lot more implications to it. But
really, you think the stories would be stronger?
Really excited to watch Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa fucking murder each other.
Yeah, because I was going to say that story right there has been very strong.
But see, that's the only match really, because I'm thinking about the CN and the Alistair match, and I'm like, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
But only if Black Mass happens to Zelina. Fucking blast the shares, just like, sorry.
She's a decent wrestler, man. I bet she could do it. Sorry, that's my son in the background.
Mason doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, Mason does not even care.
There is one thing that I'm kind of tripping out about because I'm looking at because I have the wiki pages up, which has the match cards.
Yeah.
Adam Cole's fighting twice at Takeover.
Adam Cole, baby!
I was going to get to that when we actually talked about it, but since you brought it up, what do you think about that?
Unless they're going to take his ass out really quickly in the ladder match, just have him just get taken out. There's no
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do a ladder match and then I'm going to fight the Authors of Pain, Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. Yeah, nothing. I don't give a shit who you are. That's going to suck.
Though, the thing about this is it kind of makes sense. What if Adam Cole wins both those titles? Then he doesn't have to go for the world title. He's already that kind of almost grand champ, that champion that has both the new title and the tag team titles. Then he can go for the NXT title later on, maybe in SummerSlam area, face Aleister Black, And then he can be, oh, I'm a grand champion. I'm the first ever NXT Grand Slam champion, blah, 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 blah.
It could work. I mean, it just really depends. Do you see Black winning the title here?
Oh, yeah. I don't see it not happening. I see I like Almas. I like it. It sucks because when he first came in, I was like, whatever, dude. I'll see how it goes down. But this transition, like that he's done the more his own club, the Los Ingobernables, like he has that thing where he doesn't give a shit, but he's super cool. And like I think adding I want to say Tia Trinidad, but you add her into the mix, and it's made the character better. And it's for the last year and a half now, I've actually really liked him. But at the same time, dude, it's kind of hard to argue how awesome Aleister Black has been since he's gotten to NXT. So I'm going to choose Aleister Black. I don't think there's a way that after you've had Ciampa lose it, not Ciampa, but Gargano lose it, and you had, him beat, what's his name? Blanking. Who did he beat him for?
Oh,
Scottish
McIntyre,
dude.
Then McIntyre got hurt.
Sorry. Yeah, mine went blank for a second. The build of him as a champion has been all right, but I think Aleister Black would bring that, I don't want to say credibility, but kind of credibility to that title again. Have you really felt like the title's been important since Almas has had it?
I mean, I don't think the title's been important since fucking Joe was champ. Since like Joe lost the belt.
Yeah, you think the whole transition of Rude and McIntyre and all that wasn't really that great?
Champion. He was a good theme song.
I liked his character.
The character was good. The character was strong. But I mean, look at him now. He's lost in the shuffle. Well,
but that's also WWE's writing. You made him a good guy. He's a bad guy. He's a born heel.
I mean, I do have to say this though. I think I'm a John Cena fan now. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about myself. No.
Holy shit, Hell House frozen over.
There's just a lot of transition to that character of being the dude that, like, he took the meta side of wrestling and said, all right, y'all want to say I do this? Let's go have our way with it. But you know what match I don't give a shit about? Shayna Baszler
versus Ember Moon. And it's funny because it's the reason that many people probably won't go with. I've never been a big fan of Ember Moon. I mean, it's nothing towards her. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I mean, the Eclipse is a badass move. Don't get me wrong. That move is fucking sick. Yeah. But besides that, I haven't really been a big fan. But the match with Asuka she had really kind of turned that around.
Or was it Asuka carrying
a match?
I
mean, I want to see what this match with
was that her or was it Asuka carrying a match?
I think it was both. And even the match with Baszler wasn't bad. Even the story they told last time wasn't bad, where she was getting her arm basically ripped off, I think that's going to happen this time. I don't think Ember Moon's leaving with a title. I'm more excited for I'm more excited to see what they do with Shayna Baszler. I think her character has been built decently thus far. She's that killer. She doesn't give a fuck. She's an asshole, and that's what wrestling needs, is characters like that more of. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Ronda Rousey should have been. Not like, hi, guys, I'm Ronda Rousey. It's like, I'm going to fucking rip your arm off.
But you also think Vince is writing top, Triple H is writing NXT. Like, shit.
Which shows you Bobby Roode in a nutshell.
No, because like last night watching the opening promo for Raw, there was a moment where, like, I think Kurt had stumbled on his words, and Coach was like, all right, we're wrapping it up. And I was just like, you could see Triple H kind of look at him like, fuck. Because it seemed like Vince was like, you're like, we're done.
Yeah. It's funny, too, because I was watching Raw last night when I got home from class. And Jonathan Coachman doing that little Q&A thing. And I wrote this to him on Twitter. I was like, damn, it kind of seems like a bigger deal. Like when Coach is out there, it's not like you have Michael Cole out there and you don't really give a shit because it's Michael Cole and you don't take him seriously. For me, Michael Cole. But with Coach, he has, the credibility of saying, like, he was there back in the day. He used to do promos with The Rock, go back and forth with him. And then he went to SportsCenter, which is a worldwide show, which everybody basically knows. If you know sports at all, you've heard the name SportsCenter. Even if you don't know sports, yeah, I mean, it's just a worldwide thing. So him going up there made himself more valuable because he's on a different plateau now. You know, and then now he comes back to WWE. He brings that credibility with him. Like, hey, this guy was on ESPN. This guy was in WWE. He's not some guy they just picked up. Like, you know, say they go to Fox News and they just grab somebody. It's like, well, he was from Fox News, but whatever. Coachman was in WWE, so the wrestling fans have to respect that he was there for that long. Then he went to ESPN, made a bigger name for himself, and now he's back to WWE. So, I mean, him out there to me seemed like a bigger deal than it would be if it was Corey Graves or Tom Phillips or somebody, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, the whole thing's cool, but I'm more excited to see how it all unfolds. You know, The Undertaker, is he going to come out as a badass? Or is he going to come out as Dead Man? Like, honestly, what's he going to do?
And I'm a little annoyed because, like, I'm sitting here watching Raw getting, like, pumped up, like, dude, it's going to happen. It's going to – fuck me. Really? We're in the wait till Mania? Because they keep calling it the most stacked card. And, like, I'm looking at the card. Like, I could – It's a really good card. If Nakamura and AJ actually get time, it'll be a really good card.
I think they will. I think they know how much that match is going to carry, like the rest of the card. So I think that will get a lot of time. I think. Did you hear who's on the pre-show?
Cruiserweights and the Women's Battle Royal.
And okay, yeah, that's what I saw too. It's funny too because like you look at it and everybody's like, "Oh, is he going to be Taker? Is he going to be the badass? What's he going to be?" I think John Cena gave it away. I think the final clue was in his promo. You know, yeah, he said Dead Man Walking. I was like, okay, so you have I mean, you got Kid Rock playing, you got him saying, you know, all this stuff, and then also, like, it's easy, if you mean old school wrestling fans, not even old school wrestling fans just even of recent generations made 10 years ago, will remember the segment with Undertaker and John Cena where he was like, he gave John Cena respect.
Speaking of respect.
Yeah. What do you got? I saw. Ooh, what is this? Undertaker, this is my yard.
And you want to see Undertaker break every ounce of kayfabe from Texas Red on? It's all here. There's
so he's talking about all his old like alter egos before he came to WWE.
Oh, dude, it was.
Oh, that's cool.
I found it in a little record store here, and I was like, "Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you're." That's
yeah. You also bought that cool WWE arcade or WWF arcade game.
That's all I have.
Was that PlayStation?
I'm, not. I'm not
cool.
Technologically savvy. But I mean, WrestleMania is a stats card. 7 fucking hours of wrestling. Already told my manager. I was like, so Sunday is my Super Bowl. I'm not working. Haven't missed one in years. So all the churchgoers that get their Sundays off every Sunday, some of them they can miss a sermon. Trust me, they won't make it to hell either which way.
Yeah. You know what's funny too is I'm taking this class for my human services thing. So I'm trying to be a counselor, and right now we're going through like different cultures and like how to work with different cultures and races and stuff. And we watched a video about like Native Americans going to Wyoming and they have this mountain which is like their church, right? You should hear some of the white people like the way they say like it's not in a building. 1 second. What? Okay. Yeah.
You won. Good job.
You won. Good job.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah. Good job, Mason. Oh no, dude, he used to play that. Gave me hockey check. Dude, he's played hockey at 1. Oh, now he's 3, but he still plays hockey. I've made a whole hockey arena in my backyard. It's cool. Yeah, but no, these white people are like, it's not in a building, it's not a church. It's like, dude, like the white people in that video from Wyoming just seem really ridiculous.
Well,
dude, I'm a white dude, and I'm fighting them really ridiculous. Nah, we don't go to their church and fuck everything. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, it just sounds like the most ignorant, backward shit. It's funny. So, I want to get into these cards, man, because we have NXT, we have WrestleMania, we have Supercard of Honor.
5 matches. So, I don't believe this is how they'll go, but it's probably going to go tag match opener. So, you got Undisputed Era, Authors of Pain, Roddy and Pete.
Probably. Okay. I don't see the Authors of Pain doing it. They've already won
Them versus
the
Brothers will be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the Dusty Battle Royal. Yeah, I mean, I think them winning it last year. I don't think they're going to win it this year. I think they're going to go up to the main roster. It's way past due. I hope Paul Ellering does go with them. I don't know if it will happen, but I'm going to go with like my prediction earlier. I'm going to go with Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, I mean, it makes they've had the belts, and I'm sure they're trying to keep them on them for a while. Then I'm going to go. We need a cooldown match, so we're going to have Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I'm going with Shayna, man. I think they need that beast to be a champion.
To the roster.
Sorry, their son's just going crazy right now. One second. What? What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, go get it.
What do you expect them?
Thank you. Sorry. Huh? Well, no, I threw a hat at him. He was yelling, like, "Hey, calm down!" And like, he was like, "Hey, you threw your hat." I'm like, "Yeah, I threw my hat." And he's like, "Okay, go get it." Yeah, I'm here by myself with the boy this morning, so it's a little distracting, but it's all good. He likes sitting there watching wrestling. He beats me up when we watch it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler though, man. I think, like I said, they need that badass character, and I think she can do it. And I think she can really lead the next generation of NXT.
She could. But, I mean, the thing is she also has... So. I'm hoping she's one of those wrestlers that is willing to also work with them as opposed to being like, I'm at the top. I'm a Baron Corbin. Bibbidi-boo.
I can't. I don't understand Baron Corbin. I think he's been fucking himself more than WWE has, really, because I think WWE wants to push him as a big star, and he's just his attitude and everything is just not really what they need him to be. So I think they kind of stomped him down.
So then I think it could be the match stealer of the night, just because of the ridiculousness of what's in it. We have the living Jack Kirby character, Lars Sullivan, versus the Beast of Belfast, Killian Dane, Ricochet, Adam Cole, baby, and our Velveteen Dream.
See, a lot of people.
There's
and EC3. Did you say EC3?
It's like a math problem.
Oh my God! Really, that guy? That
I'd rather have Brian Cage than EC3.
Wow. I disagree.
Or Jeff
I think
Cobb.
Brian Cage is highly overrated. Okay.
I would much rather
can agree with that.
Have Jeff Cobb fucking
I like Jeff Cobb.
lobbing dudes around.
Yeah. If I had to go with this match, it's really a big toss-up because you have so many names in there. Like, Killian Dane has been on the cusp of doing something big for a long time.
Because it seems like
he's in the Andre
become a
Battle
single
Royal.
star. Okay.
No, he's part of Sanity. They all have their own music, besides maybe Alexander Wolf. If you hear it, like they have the Sanity theme song. Then they have the Nikki Cross Sanity theme song with a whole bunch of annoying ass screams.
It's not just Nikki Cross for running down to the ring yelling.
I know, right? And then you have Killian Dane, where it looks like someone, like it sounds like someone, like the Sanity theme song mixed with someone throwing up Lucky Charms, all that fucking Irish, or it's supposed to be Scottish Irish music, but it's like, I don't know, it's like it has the background things. It seems like something you'd hear from Leprechaun or Leprechaun in the Hood or something. The music's like, it's cool, but it's just, I don't know. But no, he's definitely part of Sanity. So you have him, and he's been on the cusp for a while of being a big star. You know, like he's been the Andre Battle Royal. He's been doing all these crazy things, like match-wise, you know, and he's great.
Wasn't he in the Rumble?
Huh? Was he in the Rumble?
I think Killian Dane was in
Was he? I thought he was in the Andre.
Was he in the Andre last year? Maybe he was in the Andre last year.
Yeah, he was in the Andre last year. Yeah, because I was really excited about him hopefully winning because he got pretty far. You got Lars Sullivan, because if you're putting a new belt, why the hell not put it on a monster? You mean, like, dude, Lars Sullivan. Who's going to beat Lars Sullivan by himself? Which brings me to Ricochet. Ricochet does all these crazy flips. All these crazy flips and flying moves, you know, and I could see him like building a championship, you know, because whoever you put this belt on, needs to be able to build this belt. It's the first ever champion of the North American title. You need to have it prestigious right off the bat. You have EC3, who was basically carrying, in my opinion, TNA for a long time. And he's a great talker. It's a redemption story of him coming back to NXT as Derek Bateman. Then you have Adam Cole. I don't think we need to say how much I'm a big fan of Adam Cole, because I've already talked about that as many episodes. So he can carry the company if they want to put the belt on him. Okay, and then after that, you have the Velveteen Dream. And dude, tell me there's not been a better Rookie of the Year. I think next week, after we do the whole show of who, the whole WrestleMania rundown, what happened and stuff and all the other shows, I think we should also kind of do a quick little end of the wrestling year kind of awards, but nothing too crazy, because I think my Rookie of the Year has been Velveteen Dream. You can totally make a star with him being that champion.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is anyone's match for the taking. So, and I'm glad they put it as a ladder match and not a pinfall match. So, there's gonna be stupid shit.
You can actually beat Killian Dane or Lars Sullivan.
And then we have our unsanctioned match.
Hey, I didn't even say who's gonna win yet. I haven't said who's gonna win. I gave all the pros and cons of these things. I know you're used to me just spitting out results. Like I said, I think we're going to go with Adam Cole again, just because I think him holding 2 titles would be him playing the asshole card. Look at me, I'm the best. Fuck you, Aleister Black, I'm the best. Yeah, I could see him holding both belts, but I wouldn't be upset.
I think I'm going to go with Lars Sullivan.
In a ladder match, really?
I just want to see him jump off the ladder.
Dude, tell me Ricochet's not going to do something crazy off that ladder.
I'm sure he's going to do a few crazy things. I'm sure Adam Cole's going to do some stupid things. I mean, if it's as cool as War Games was, because War Games could have really fell on its face, and they delivered really well in that. Yeah. So, because we haven't talked in a while, so there's all kinds of little things. Maybe when we're done, we'll run through a couple of thoughts and holy shits and Enzo Amore.
Yeah. I feel so bad for him, man. I don't like Enzo as a wrestler. He's great on the mic, but his wrestling sucks. He looks like that cocky asshole, but you never want someone's life to be ruined over something stupid like that. Some crazy fucking chick, saying that she got raped and just ruined someone's life off of just accusation. There's an accusation of just saying that he did something where he never did anything in the first place. He's going to sue the balls off him.
No, because you heard why they let his ass go, right? It wasn't the accusation. What? It was the fact that he didn't tell them that he's under investigation. There's their loophole.
Oh, so there's their loophole.
If he'd been hey guys, so this shit might come out. Different story. But also, if you haven't watched the thing with him and Corey Graves, have you watched
they're not friends for sure.
Yeah. I was like,
I saw it. They're standing in the corridor of an arena. Huh? Oh yeah, he just seems like he's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Enzo. I liked his character in NXT, and I liked him as a bad guy character in WWE, but his real life persona that kind of comes through, it's just, I don't know, he bugs me. It's just, maybe that's what it's supposed to be, but I don't think he deserves that as a person. As a real person out of wrestling, he does not deserve to be, accused of rape and just released. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything wrong. You could tell this chick's crazy. I don't want to get into my philosophy of why she does what she does. With all the Instagram and things she's been doing after she said she was raped. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or offend anyone, but I think it's ridiculous. Oh, I know, right? I just don't like this whole culture of everybody saying, "Oh, me too," and if it happened to somebody, I feel it's disgusting. I feel like if you've gotten raped or assaulted or anything, you have a legitimate gripe, you know what I mean, or not even gripe. It's such a bad word to say. It makes it sound insignificant. If you have a real situation that's happened in your life, that's life affecting. But if you're a chick and you're lying about this, you're not only hurting like yourself, you're hurting that whole cause. All the women who have been hurt or raped, you're hurting that cause because you're fucking lying about it. You know, I don't like shit like that. And it's not only this cause. Like, there's been so many other things where people are like, I just want to be tied with this somehow. Like, it could be anything. And it's just like, dude, you acting fake about it, or, you know, you not putting legitimacy to it only hurts your own cause. So this woman's a victim, that's bullshit, dude. Right? And this right now, this is Enzo Amore being the victim. Even though he might be a piece of shit, he is the victim in this cause. And this chick is doing like porn videos, or like, hey, pay $5 and see my butthole on Skype. You know what I mean? Like, basically doing the Tammy Sitch thing, you know. And I don't know. I have a hard time seeing her being the rape victim in this. And if that hurts someone's feelings, I'm sorry. That is my opinion. But, you know, I think we're all entitled to our opinions on this.
That's all right. They've passed a new law that pretty much most sex work cannot be conducted through Skype now. So, no, there was this crazy thing that went through. But this is for a far different podcast. Let's go back to wrestling.
Yeah, let's get back into wrestling. Let's get back into the fun parts of wrestling. Sorry. Yeah, you've been gone for a minute. I mean, we got to catch people back up.
I was going to say,
the next match is... What's up?
No, sorry. Emailed other things. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa.
Johnny Gargano
wins,
versus...
he's reinstated to NXT. If Ciampa wins, he's banned from NXT and called to the main roster to probably go to 205 Live.
Right? That's what I was just going to say. It's like, no one's telling you if he loses, he's going to go right to WWE's main system or go in the 205 Live. He's not going to be out of a job.
But then you get Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black for the title.
Yeah. You know, dude, I hate to fucking...
No. I want Ciampa to win because I want to watch fans.
Yeah, so do I. I want Ciampa to win too, and I'm just trying to like logically think about it because there's a lot of reasons why it would make a lot of sense if Ciampa won. But I think the big bowl of shit that Johnny Gargano's been eating recently.
You mean that every babyface has to do to be a babyface?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, mostly if you're a good writing team, not if you're Roman Reigns. I mean, dude, I'm not trying to knock on Roman Reigns. I mean, I think he's gotten a little bit better. But when it comes to getting the empathy from the crowd, dude, you're not getting that from Roman Reigns. He never looks weak. Johnny Gargano looks like he's been stomped in the mud puddle, dude. Like, he looks like he's so fucking downtrodden. So I'm going to go Johnny Gargano, but I would be very pleased if Tommaso Ciampa won. But I'm going to go Johnny Gargano.
He grabs, like, Candice LeRae and does something, and Johnny's just, just gets the heel heat from the days.
Oh, he's been great, dude. Ciampa's been great through this whole heel thing, like ripping up like the sides and Johnny Gargano like jumping through the crowd. Like, that's been fun. This has easily been the best build-up. And that's why I asked you if you really thought this the Ring of Honor build has been better, you know, than this one, because this the Ciampa and Gargano.
But the Ring of Honor build's got
Chicago.
I think just because the implications to the storylines. What's really weird is it's like the biggest gamble I've ever seen them take with in theory, their biggest moneymaker for the New Japan kids. I mean, Cody is doing great heel work right now, but where does he go when this ends? Does he go back to Ring of Honor with his tail between his legs? I mean, he could come back next year as a surprise entrance to the Royal Rumble, for all we know.
I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. Like, I think he will come back at some point, but I don't think it's soon.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Cody? Yeah, I don't think Cody's coming back for a few years. I think he's having too much fun with the Young Bucks and he's making a lot of money.
So but the Bucks, I mean,
he's a bigger star on the Indies. He's a bigger star now.
I mean, he definitely turned that shit pile around real quick, but
he's doing exactly what Ryback's doing. Oh wait, never mind. Fucking Ryback.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Ryback sucks.
Well, if you get a tweet from Ryback, I'll be...
But he's in there doing dances with Grado, dude. We're fucking Cody's over New Japan. Like, come on, man. Who's doing what?
Podcasting.
Have you ever heard of Mish from Wrestling Soup read Ryback's book? Oh, it's great. It's so great because like the chapters are like seriously like pamphlet size, and like Mish is just like makes him like Mish makes Ryback sound how Ryback should sound. It's really funny.
And now we have our main event of NXT Takeover New Orleans. Andrade Cien Almas versus
I think it's Aleister Black. You have to go with Black on this. I think the build for him to be champion. He's only lost once.
Wasn't even
he's
in
lost
competition
once since he's been here. I don't know. Can you show me any like way that you see Almas winning this? Because right now, every way in my mind, all I see is Black winning the belt.
Unless Vega gets black masked.
I hope it happens. I hope it happens. She jumps in the way and does that flip and just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, that's NXT Takeover. Do you have the Ring of Honor card in front of you?
I do have those WrestleMania cards. I mean, really, there's only a few
card
matches I give a kind of shit about on the Super Card of Honor, but it's watching Cody Kenny is going to be.
Well, I mean, we should go through the whole card anyway, just because there's not going to be that many. And I'll get that up while you are doing yours.
It's already ready to go.
So you start up the pre-show.
So
okay,
we have our pre-show, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal for the weirdly colored trophy this year. It's yellow. Okay, I was.
Well, yeah, it's like
they showed
yellow.
the surface. That looks like a toy. Are they going to sell that at Target or Walmart this year?
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah,
it looks like an amiibo.
Do good. Matt Hardy's quest for gold. We'll start with that. Oh, the ultimate deletion.
Yeah, no. That match was. I don't think so. I think he'll be there.
Or his brother Wyndham.
Huh? I don't know yet. I think he could. What if he comes out as IRS?
He would look so weird without his dreadlocks.
Would that be kind of funny?
And his giant beard.
Yeah, no, he definitely looks like a fucking goober. Yeah, sorry, I had one there. No, he would. I think when it comes to Bray, they're talking about like I guess a house show where he's trying to team up with Matt Hardy as Woken Wyatt. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that thinks this whole Woken thing is fucking stupid?
Vince was not
like I like that what they're doing, but the word Woken bugs me.
Hardy's.
Yeah.
Oh fuck
I guess Vince wants to own it. I'm sure. I'm trying to.
So with the Battle Royal, I see either Matt Hardy winning it. I mean, they've kept the list kind of quiet, so I feel like there's going to be a couple of surprise entrances into who's going to be in the Rumble, or Royal, or whatever the fuck it is. Because it's a Battle Royal, which means pinfall and submission should eliminate you, but you have to go over the top rope.
Yeah, I don't know how they're like. I just don't see the significance of this, Like you talk about the men's or the women's.
Because the Andre curse is kind of real. Like if you win that trophy, it does not do good for you.
Yeah, I know that's very true. What about
I mean,
Cesaro?
it took him with Sheamus to really win that up.
Yeah, but I think they've both done better. I like Sheamus now than I've ever liked him before.
Yeah.
I think what Sheamus has done is, he's never been a great wrestler. I never liked him when he was going for WWE titles and stuff, but I think the thing with the bar, it kind of gives them, they can be a little bit more funny. Sheamus is like, I'm going to kick your head off, fella, and it's just like, dude, okay, we've seen it, bro. What are you going to do, bro? Bro! But it's like, what are you going to do that's so fucking different? But now he's going out there with a kilt with Cesaro. It looks like having fun. I think the bar's been a great thing.
Yeah. I don't because I don't know who's in it. It's kind of one of those things where You guys have to pick somebody. I'm like, all right, you're my dude. But I know Matt Hardy's in it. We know Baldwin Corbin's in it.
I'm gonna go with Samoa
I think
Joe.
Samoa Joe's gonna be Braun's partner.
No, because I think that what's gonna happen is I think Braun is not Braun, but Joe's gonna go after Roman after this. So he's gonna go tag team champion and go after Roman.
Now we have the.
I didn't say that was your pick, fool. That's my pick. Okay. I'm going Andre Battle Royal
now
Joe.
We have WrestleMania's Ovarian Battle Royal. That trophy is fucking terrible.
All right. Who's gonna win
Becky
that?
Lynch.
Damn it, that's kind of funny that you said that because that's who my head was going right towards. What if Bayley won it? I can see Bayley winning it. Like throwing out
that's kind of what they've been building towards. And since they didn't get the match at Mania, it's probably gonna come down to those two.
You know, I mean, my girlfriend can win it, aka Peyton Royce.
Mandy Rose.
That girl's too attractive. Oh, Mandy Rose. I can see Mandy Rose winning it. They want to push her hella hard because the way she looks and, you know, she's the way she was with Goldust, the way they interacted, like you could see that.
I want
potential.
Goldust to win the Goldust Battle Royal, but he's not gonna.
Do it. Are you going Goldust? You go Goldust?
Just gets thrown out for some stupid thing. That's true.
At least you know he's going to be fucking in it. Yeah, I'm choosing somebody who's not even healthy yet.
He's cleared.
Is he good? We need Joe. They can't hold him off WrestleMania again, dude. They need to put him on there. Just a surprise entrant or Braun's partner, something. Get Joe back in the mix.
With the win.
Or, dude, what if they have Roman win the belt and then he just comes out of the crowd and chokes him the fuck out? That's how they end WrestleMania. It's like, yep, this is mine now, bitch. I'm going to go Bayley. I'm going to go Bayley to win the women's battle royal.
Yeah, maybe Carmella.
But I mean, it might be that San Jose bias. I hear Carmella's going to cash in, but I hear she's going to fail. That's what I'm predicting.
Nia, she's going to try to cash in on Asuka.
I hear Asuka, but I hope it's against Nia.
Carmella's kind of got to fail, and they need to get that briefcase off of her now. They were smart with Baron Corbin. They're just like, get that shit off of him now.
Yeah, really. But I mean, honestly, he couldn't have done a worse job than Jinder.
Yeah, I mean, Jinder did what he needed to do as a champion.
Yeah, I think the build of him was pretty shitty, but it wasn't his fault.
Then we have our third and final pre-show match: Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
Oh, damn it! See, my gut tells me to go with Mustafa Ali, but my heart is telling me Cedric Alexander because I've liked him for a very long time in Ring of Honor. So, being this is Cedric's first opportunity on WrestleMania, I'm not going to miss the opportunity to pick Cedric Alexander.
We'll see. I'll go with Mustafa. I mean, who's heel in this? Is Mustafa the heel right now? Because they were both babyfaces going in.
No, there's no heel. There's no heel. They're both friends in this. You can tell that they're both like, oh, good shit. And they're going to see what happens at the match, basically. It's like a duel almost.
I wish Gentleman Gallagher would have made it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the 205 brand has been so horrible. Like, the matches have been better lately because Triple H is running it, but, like, the damage has been done at the beginning. The purple ropes, all the shit they tried to do, it just really hurt it. Neville leaving, Enzo leaving, like, a lot of those things happening really put a big damper on that product. And I think over time it will get fixed, especially if they're building it. Like, how easy could it have been to put more popular wrestlers in that main event? Like, you could have put, Ricochet in there. You could have put, they had, what's his name? Roderick Strong in there. They had Kenton, Hideo Itami in there. They had a bunch of people in that tournament where they were bigger names for the indie marks, But they chose those two, and I think that shows faith that their wrestling skill is going to shine in this.
Okay. Now we have the opening card of WrestleMania. Huh?
Who'd you pick? You were the worst at that. You never pick your guy.
Oh,
You
I'm
go
just
to the
taking
next
myself
match.
out.
Who do you have?
Fuck it, why not? Yeah, I'm fucking.
Okay.
I don't really care. Like I was saying earlier, like this has been like I'm not probably because I'm not having a fuck ton of people to my house. I'm not cooking a big meal. I'm not, doing my normal Wrestlemania bits right now where I'm like getting pumped up to enjoy a weekend of wrestling. Just because I know I'm gonna have other people here being loud, and I'm not gonna like shout at my television and things like that. So it's just kind of a weird feeling right now. So the way that this is kind of laid out, it's kind of awkward. So I'm gonna go with how I think this is gonna open. Price, Cesaro, and Sheamus will open the show.
Okay.
Do the Braun partner quick, which means if it is Joe, he'll be fresh. And woo, we got a pop right off the bat, but he's there the whole rest of the night. I assume whoever. Well, I don't know, because whoever Braun picks is probably eating a pin. Do you think Braun's
no, I think Braun's winning that title.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll keep Cesaro and Sheamus, and then Braun, whoever that's going to be. And then we'll probably have...
You want to hear who I think his partner's going to be?
Elias. Because Elias is doing the singing segment with The Rock. Rock's going to be there.
I think The Rock's going to be there.
With Elias? Fuck yeah. That's
so?
a huge market right there. And there's no physical contact. At
most, I think it'll be really cool.
Elias gets a rock bomb on a people's elbow. The crowd fucking loses their goddamn mind. Everyone goes home happy.
Well, luckily, that's not the person I picked. I'm choosing Neville to be Strowman's partner.
Actually give him a match on the main card.
Yep, and that will make him not so mad about not being in there last year because he got the pre-show thing with Austin Aries. So he'll get on there. He'll be back into the main, conversations of being in the heavyweight division again, which he wanted. He didn't want to be in 205 Live anymore. And, dude, he'll be a tag team champion with Braun. And I think the differences of Braun and the Mighty Mouse look of Neville, I think that...
The red arrow off his shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. Do something crazy.
So, then we'll probably have Alexa versus Nia.
I think what's going to happen in this match is there's going to be a lot of running around. It's going to be a lot of filler, where the little person runs around over the big person. In the end, Nia's going to catch her, and that's what's going to happen. I don't think, unless Mickie James really helps out immensely and keeps the belt on her, I don't see it happening with all the fat, as all these kids say, this fat shaming that's going on with Nia. I think you have to have Nia win this match.
It's absolutely time for Nia to have the belt.
Yeah, she should have the belt way long ago. She's a monster, dude. She needs to have that belt.
And then take out Nia after she wins, and then Carmella comes down and tries to cash in, and Nia just obliterates her. Yeah, so Nia definitely has to win. And then I think it's about time we do a Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Rusev Day. Yay, Rusev Day.
I like that. Because every time there's someone's like happy birthday or something, I'm always like, oh, that's funny. It falls on Rusev Day. John Cena mentioned that last
Rusev has to win. The pop
he
for
has
Rusev
to.
winning,
the pop for Rusev winning that belt.
The most crazy concept is you have two Americans, a Canadian, and a Bulgarian. I still always want to make sense as Jinder's from Canada.
Yeah. No, I think the funniest thing, too, is if you look at it, you have the Irish Sheik, and you had when...
Bobby Roode's Canadian.
Wait, what now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that. He's on Team Canada. But no, I was going to say, it's funny, you have, wrestlers like the Iron Sheik, and, when Sergeant Slaughter was, going against America, you never wanted the foreigner to win, as, the evil foreigner, blah, 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 as, Vince would have it. Hogan always had to win or something. But now you have the U.S. title, and they want, a guy who was, down with the USA since his beginning, is the the Bulgarian brute or the how he was pretending to be from Russia. Now you want the evil foreigner to win the U.S. title instead of winning. I like it. Oh yeah, he lives in Nashville, dude. He's all about the Predators, dude. I'm all about that. Hey, Nashville's cool, dude. Their fan base is tight. Like as a Sharks fan, you see them like they're obnoxious, but in the best way possible. Oh, I fucking hate Dallas. I hate the Stars, dude. Fucking hate the Stars. I blame Ed Belfour for all of it.
I think we're both going with Rusev on that.
Yes, sir.
I think it's about time that this match happens. It's good cards. We'll be about 2 hours in. Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Owens and Zayn win, they'll be rehired to SmackDown. So they're probably going to Raw.
You see, it's funny. I could see this opening. I could see this opening the card.
That was the other place I was going to put it. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are probably going to Raw. If I were to put a safe bet onto that.
Mm-hmm. What if Shane? Everybody talks about Daniel Bryan screwing over Shane McMahon. What if Shane screws over Daniel Bryan?
What, to get heel on Shane?
He's like, yeah, and then you can have Shane going after, or Daniel Bryan continuously going after Shane. Let Shane get healthy because I know he has that diverticulitis that they keep talking about. They'll give him time to be off TV.
Do you know what that is?
Huh? Yeah, it's a stomach disease. Tina's not a disease, but like it fucks up your stomach. Brock had it. Tina's mom actually had it and almost died. So yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy. I don't know how he can have it and actually wrestle. I don't understand like how he can have all these fucked up things going on.
Who knows? Oh, yeah, it's Shane McMahon, so I mean he does have a death wish half the time.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there's a point of just utter pain.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go with Zayn and Owens though to win this because I think Shane's gonna fuck over
pull
Daniel
the next
Bryan
Johnny Gargano and just get ultimate babyface heat.
Well, Daniel Bryan is already the biggest like babyface in WWE, even without wrestling. Yeah, so like I mean, now he's gonna wrestle. He's just a bigger babyface.
All right, let's see what else we got on this card.
I know, it's like makes you want to fall asleep because it's so long.
I just always remember by like the end of WrestleMania, I'm either so drunk I don't remember the last match, or I already have a hangover because we drank all the beer.
Yeah, no, I definitely am happy that I'm not drinking anymore because there are many WrestleManias I do not remember I had to rewatch.
The Usos, the New Day, the Bludgeon Brothers. I want the Bludgeon Brothers to win. It's time for Harper and Rowan to get some love.
Oh my God!
I agree. I'm gonna pick the Usos though. WWE doing the right thing is not always a for sure thing. Yeah, so I think they'll look at it as, the Usos have never been on the main card for WrestleMania. Let's give them their big win, over the Bludgeon Brothers actually getting their first ever tag team titles.
Yeah. That should be good. I don't know. I think that could be an opener match too, because the New Day will get the crowd hot.
I think it's another. Yeah, that's for sure. That definitely could be an opener.
Now we move to Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
What do you do here? You have Asuka, who's never lost, and then you have Charlotte, who you can tell that they want to build until she is the greatest of all time. Arguably her father.
What they did with NXT with Bayley. Charlotte won't tap. She'll get choked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? You know what? I have a hard time disagreeing with you. I think that might happen. I think
because supposedly they're leading to Asuka versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35.
That's my thoughts.
I really don't want that match.
That's my thoughts too. Well, at least they didn't do it this year, which people were talking about how it could have been Ronda Rousey versus Asuka, and I'm happy that didn't happen.
It would have been.
In the words of Asuka, she's not ready for Asuka. Yeah.
I mean, you never know. They could pull a WrestleMania 180 and Asuka could lose at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, it's a very big possibility. They want Charlotte to be the biggest woman of all time until Ronda shows up.
Oh, Ronda. We'll see how this all plays out.
Ronda.
Then we have The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. Did we already go through that? All right.
We have not. This is a match I'm actually very much looking forward to out of all the matches that are going on. If you do not put The Miz in like category of almost an MVP of this whole year, then you're probably crazy. I think The Miz has held the Intercontinental title to what he said he wanted to do with it and build it to be a prestigious title. I think having Balor, Rollins, and Miz is an example of that. You're not having a bunch of Rybacks and Jinder Mahals and everybody like under the sun, Zack Ryder's going for the Intercontinental title. You have big names like Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins and The Miz. They're all big name guys, and I think it's bringing back prestige to a title that I love so much.
We will never get Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar, though. No.
Oh, no. Never going to happen. I don't think we're ever going to get Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, which is probably a good thing.
Oh, crap. It's probably going to get loud here. Let's go through a couple more before. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be loud over here.
Let's see what else we have. We have... Where did I leave off? We're down to the last two. Oh, well, I'm
the Rollins match. Rollins.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, Miz, I'm going to take Finn Balor.
At least till the night after that. I think he'll have it the longest reign, and then he can lose the belt. Because I think they want to break the honky talk record.
What? I think that he does break it if he walks.
Oh, well, it's already broken because he's just got to walk into WrestleMania. So we'll see how that goes. Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey, Triple H, and Stephanie.
I don't think there's any way this is going on besides Ronda Rousey getting the victory over Stephanie McMahon. Yeah. I think that's the only way it's happening. And it sucks because I'd love to see a Kurt Angle versus Triple H one-on-one match.
But I was telling Amanda last night, my theory of why they put this as a tag match is so that the guys can kind of carry the match and she can take the hot tag and take out Steph.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen. She'll get a little bit of abuse here or there, but for the most part, it's going to be mostly Triple H and Angle. And I think it's going to happen. I think Ronda's going to win this match.
Now we move to our main events. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, a rematch of Wrestle Kingdom 10.
I'm looking forward to this match immensely. Like, we've all seen what they can do on that stage. For Wrestle Kingdom, which is their WrestleMania. I don't know if he'll be as good as that match because it's hard to duplicate greatness. So I think Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win this match.
2 title changes at Mania is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think because there was a lack of that. If you look at other prior WrestleManias, you're like, dude, why didn't something change? And it's like I think a lot of changes are happening on this card.
So AJ and Shinsuke will tear the house down. Then we have our main event for the third year in a row where it involves Roman Reigns taking on Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman in a rematch of the two men that had broken the Undertaker's streak in the place where the streak was broke for the championship. So Paul Heyman screws over Brock and goes with Roman Reigns.
That's very true.
And it's a double heel turn, and Roman's a bad guy.
You think that's what happened?
Why not? Somebody else had written it online.
Think so?
I was like, that's what I want to have happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's Roman staying a good guy. Because if you do that, then you're getting rid of Brock, who's the bad guy, and you're not going to make Brock a good guy.
He's going to go sit out of suspension and go back to the Octagon.
Yeah. So, and it sucks too. I think this is a horrible mistake having Roman Reigns and Brock go on last, even though it's the biggest match, I guess. Well, you forgot the other match that hasn't happened yet.
I got a plan for that. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. I'll follow your lead. It's going to be Roman Reigns. Like, Roman Reigns is winning, Brock's leaving. It's mathematical. You know what I mean? Like, so I have no doubts in my mind that Roman's winning this belt. I still think it's a mistake because he's going to get booed out of the freaking building after he wins it. And that's not me saying I'm dislikeful of Roman Reigns as much as you're going to have a lot of really, really passionate, diehard fans who are not Roman Reigns fans at WrestleMania. That's that kind of crowd. So he's going to go on last. He's going to win the belt, and he's going to get fucking booed. So I think they should have went with Shinsuke and Nakamura, or Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles as the main match. If they don't do Undertaker and Cena as the main match, which I think they should.
My thing is, if Taker isn't going to do the actual match, since we both know Roman's going to win and boobity boobity boo, Taker's not going to do the match. He's the legend segment. Like, I mean, how funny would it be to have John Cena just sitting in the crowd at WrestleMania as a fan the whole night?
I mean, it would be hilarious. I think it'd be really cool. I just don't see it happening. I think he'll sit up there, and then he'll just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to jump in the ring. Undertaker, get out here. Boobity boo. You can't
Kid
see
Rock
me.
comes out with his Hall of Fame ring. God damn it. Seriously. I mean, honestly, if they hadn't put Kid Rock into the Hall of Fame this year, I feel like there would have been a bigger chance of it being a surprise. There's too many of the factors of being like, things are aligning for that motorcycle to come down that long ass ramp. Because you know that ramp could be long as hell again this year.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. I'm not walking that shit again. I'm riding the bike.
Like halfway through it. It's like, I'm not walking that thing. Triple H rode the bike last year. He probably gets super fun.
Going up to the fucking... Yeah, I know, right? Hey, bro, you want to do this next year?
It's definitely one of those things where I feel that Taker needs to... It needs to be American Badass Undertaker because the hat and the gloves got left in the ring. He can't come as the dead man. Unless he comes back as like Mean Mark Callis or Texas Red. But
I don't see any of that happening. I'd see him come back as the badass, and I think he has to beat John Cena here. Like, I don't care if Cena's been the face of the company for 15 years now. You know what I mean? The Undertaker is the Undertaker, and he's lost to Brock, and now last year he lost to Roman. I mean, you can't just get rid of the whole streak and make it like it's irrelevant because he lost two matches. You can't have him keep losing.
No.
So
Cena even put it the best way. He's like, how many people want to watch the Undertaker kick my ass? Because they've only fought one time.
Well, it's true, though, because...
And Cena won.
That's, yeah. It's time for Undertaker to get his win back. And the thing is, too, if you look at the build of Undertaker losing, right, WrestleMania to Brock, and then he loses to Roman, and like you said, it's the people who beat him. This is the final payoff, and Undertaker has nothing to do with it. Like, you had Brock beat the Undertaker. You had Roman beat the Undertaker. But now the build is like, okay, well, Brock did it first. Well, yeah, now he's going to beat Brock, and now he's like, damn, he beat Brock and the Undertaker. And that's the build that they've been wanting for so fucking long with this streak.
I mean, I'm just ready for Brock Lesnar to go away.
Really go away?
Yeah,
Has he been there much anyway?
It's time to have title matches that matter. There's a chance that people can beat Roman. Brock was like, you can't beat me. Except for Braun Strowman literally beat the living piss out of Brock Lesnar and won F5 wins. He's going to do that move getting good anymore. Like, I went back and like I've been watching like old pay-per-views and stuff, and like early Brock Lesnar was way scarier. Like, he was doing
he just kind of looks like he's almost looks like he's out of shape.
So
it's crazy. The thing though too, I find that all this is kind of funny is you could save Brock and Roman in this situation. Like, if you wanted to make Brock, like, say that babyface, later on, you don't need to have Brock leave. You don't need to have Brock be the champion. Let him work his schedule, but let him just be that assassin. Like, have him team up with the Authority and be like, you know what, we can't do this on our own. We need someone to come here and kick someone's ass. Kurt Angle beat us. Triple H didn't do it. We're hiring Brock Lesnar to face Kurt Angle at SummerSlam, So you can have him work that schedule, but you don't have to have the belt on him where he's entitled and has to be there. You can have him come out every once in a while. Look at Taker. No one complained. Well, I guess people do complain. But Taker doesn't have a belt when he comes back. You know what I'm saying? Undertaker. Yeah. Well, see, when Brock only came back every once in a while, it wasn't that big of a deal compared to when he's champion and he comes back when he wants to. You can't have that. You need the belt there. It needs to be relevant.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to what I think that they're going to be able to do with a lot of this card. I mean, it's way better than some years. I mean, there was a couple of years ago that was a painful WrestleMania card. Even Santa Clara was not really a great WrestleMania card.
No,
Rollins
saved that show.
But he
CrossFit Jesus
he did not
was the
save
savior of that show.
Section, though. That was brutal. Oh, dude, I was so glad that I did not go to that show because, like, we were just watching. And I was like, all where we could get tickets was in that section. I was like, People were just getting fucking burnt. But
yeah, and we all know why I wasn't able to go. I had a son very, very shortly before then. So I basically pulled a Miz, and I was like, I got to save my money for my kid, and they can't go to
Miz hasn't.
So we both.
So now I guess that moves us to Super Card of Honor, but I mean,
I have Super Card of Honor right in front of me.
Yeah.
I looked it up. And you're actually going to be really excited about this. There's some really, really, really cool matches in here. 3 of them, I'm actually going to start off with them. I'm not going to do it in order. I'm going to start off with the Women of Honor tournament. They're going to have Kelly Klein versus Mayu Iowatani. It's a crazy last name. So the winner of that is going to face Sumi Sakai versus Tanel Dashwood, which was formerly known as Emma. Yeah, so I'm going to go with that. So who do you think is going to win first out of Kelly Klein and Mayu
I'm going to go with the one you can't say.
I can't. Wadi? I don't know. Okay, cool. So I can say it later. Cool. I'm going to go with Kelly Klein because this makes it easier for me to say. But it all leads up to, Sumi Sakai versus Tanel Dashwood.
They're going to put the belt on Emma.
Huh? I have a hard time them not doing that, but knowing Ring of Honor, I think they're going to go with Sumi Sakai, and I think Sumi Sakai is going to win it all. I think she's going to beat Kelly Klein in the championship. So, but I mean, but honestly, if it was anywhere else, I think if it was TNA, if it was WWE, I think it would easily be Emma because of the name value. But I think it's going to go, since it's Ring of Honor, I think it's going to go to Sumi Sakai. But yeah, so that's the 3 matches right there for the tournament. But now I'm going to get into the other ones, like the ones that aren't tournament wise. You have for the tag team championships, you have Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe, the Briscoes, versus the challengers. You'll like this: Jay Lethal and Hiroshi Tanahashi's
eating a pin.
Yeah, I know, right? No, actually, I see Lethal eating it. I don't think they want to mess with Tanahashi. A lot of the New Japan people don't eat pins, really, if you notice. So I mean, they have a chance to give somebody else it. What if they won the titles though? What if they beat the Briscoes or tag team champions? That builds that relationship with New Japan. Yeah, but he can still walk in as champion. Do I think it's going to happen? Hell no. I think the Briscoes are back to being the Briscoes. They have that sense of we're badass, we're going to fuck you up, and that's what they needed to be. They were too smiley and happy for me recently, so I think it's cool that they're back being the Briscoes, so my pick's going to be the Briscoes. So, another match that has a really good build, which has been going on for a while now, the back and forth, is going to be a last man standing match for the television championship between the champion, the King of the Night, Kenny King, versus the last real man, Silas Young. It's gone back and forth, but I think in a last man standing match, I'm going to have to go with Silas Young. Yeah, I mean, Kenny King has had some really big victories over Silas. Like, he's won in Vegas twice over him. So it's gone back and forth. But I think, as much as I really, really, really like Kenny King, I think he's such a star. I could see him going to face whoever the champion is later. That can also be set for Silas Young, but I think with this a last man standing stipulation, I'm going to go with Silas Young. So. Here's one you're really going to like, because this is a Nick match written all over it. This should be a last man standing.
So is Yano in it?
What? Oh no, close. This should have been the last man standing match. This is a Punishment Martinez versus Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, so Ishii versus Martinez. I think this match is going to be a bloodbath. They're both hard hitting dudes. On this one, I'm actually going to take Punishment Martinez. Ishii doesn't need the win as much, and Martinez just lost. He just lost to Marty Scurll for the opportunity for the ROH Championship. So I'm going to go Punishment Martinez.
Oh, Ishii.
Yeah, I know. You love Ishii. I get it.
Never want to get punched.
Dude, he's a beast. He is a beast. No, dude, I would not want to fight him. He just looks like a Japanese, Frankie, where you hit him, it doesn't look like it's going to hurt him.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, why'd I do that? The next match is this one's really cool, actually. This one is going to be for the 6-man titles, and it's a very weird combination of people. It's SoCal Uncensored, which is Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky, versus the Young Bucks and Flip Gordon. Yeah, I didn't know. Why is Flip Gordon? Is there something that you know that I don't know?
The Bucks put up like a poll on their Twitter for who's going to be their tag partner, and Flip Gordon won. Mm-hmm. You got to watch. You got to watch the Elite, man.
So, do you think he's going to be all in? Yeah, dude, I would love to see Flip Gordon in Bullet Club.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. He's a good wrestler.
Bullet Club got a new logo, so
yeah. The Young Bucks beat up it. Yeah. Fucking American Nightmare Bullet Club logo.
And then so we have Flip Gordon. I would say, who's got the belts right now? They'll probably keep it and Flip will
SoCal
get the pin.
Uncensored. That's what I'm thinking too. They just got the titles, and I know Scorpio Sky's a big deal, and so SoCal, the rest of the guys from the Addiction. So as much as the Young Bucks, they don't need the belts. They're the Young Bucks. They really don't need it. So yeah, I'll go with SoCal Uncensored. The next match is Hangman Page versus Kota Ibushi. I have a hard time going against Hangman Page in Ring of Honor, but with the whole Golden Lover storyline, I think you have to go with Kota Ibushi in this. And I think this is going to lead up later, and I think it's going to surprise you. So I'm going to go Kota Ibushi on this one. Going to the last two matches, you have, for the Ring of Honor World Championship, you have Dalton Castle versus Marty Scurll.
Mm-hmm.
You're going Castle. Marty Scurll's my favorite wrestler right now for the last couple years, so him getting a chance at the world title, I think that's why he lost to Will Ospreay for the junior championship. So I think he's going to be the new Ring of Honor champion, the villain, Marty Scurll. Which brings us to our main event and our last prediction of the evening, which 3 pay-per-views, man. We had to get through it. It's always a long episode for WrestleMania. You have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I tried to hide the Rhodes there, and the Cleaner, Kenny Omega. The battle of who's the leader of Bullet Club.
Cody's gonna win. Cody's gonna win because someone's gonna screw Kenny.
Yeah, it's going to be Kota Ibushi.
You think Ibushi screw him over?
He's going to screw him over. Yep. And then later on, you can have Kenny out of Bullet Club, and then you can have Kenny versus Kota Ibushi at one of their big New Japan pay-per-views. Or
could be All In. God, I wish it wasn't in San Francisco. Or was it in Chicago?
Are you going to go to the New Japan thing in San Francisco?
It would be rad. It's just
travel there.
Dude, the tickets go so fast now, and the Cow House doesn't seat that many. It seats 13,000, but we'll see. We'll see how it breaks down.
Yeah, it's how many tickets they actually put.
Are they already up? Yeah, no, they normally do it about a month before that now. It cuts down the scalping, but yeah,
yeah,
it's
I think for All In to sell those tickets, I think they need to they need to get CM Punk. They need to try to get Naito and Okada on there. You need to bring the A game, dude. If you're trying to get 10,000 seats into a company that's doesn't even have a company, it's just Cody and the Young Bucks throwing on this event. You know, so it's not like, oh yeah, Ring of Honor's coming to Chicago or New Japan's coming to Chicago.
Jericho Naito will happen.
Hey, that is a huge possibility, and I think that will sell some tickets for sure, dude. Naito versus Jericho, that would be sick. It makes a lot of sense.
All right. What else we got?
We'll see. That's it, man. Do you want to tell everybody how you've been since you've been gone for a while?
Not really.
Not really, no. Okay.
Yeah.
As I choke down this piece of ham I'm eating. I'm like usually doing all my morning things right now. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope everybody has a great WrestleMania weekend. And since we finally got Nick back, we worked out all the bugs. And it sounds like our schedules are going to be hopefully working out a little bit better. We can hopefully do shows more
do them more consistently.
Yeah, you know, worst comes to worst, we'll throw something out there, even if it's like a 15-minute to half an hour show. We'll do something a little bit more consistent, get back on the flow of things. But hopefully Nick's back on every show because it's like I said on the last show, I don't like doing solo shows. It's fun, I guess, but it's not bouncing off ideas. You know what I mean? I don't like the reason we started doing the show in the first place is so you and me can bullshit about wrestling. So it wasn't the same. It's not the same without you here. So I'm happy you're back. So, for Nick, we gotta do our plug still too. Yeah, everybody check out Wrestling Soups. Oh, dude. Also, I wanted to say this at the beginning of the show. A shout out to the Soul Monster, man. Jason Solomon, like his mom just passed away, and that's really, really hard. You know, as someone who lost a parent recently, like the anniversary of my dad's passing is coming up in May. You know, so it's been almost a year, and my condolences and heartfelt like sorrow to him and the rest of his family over the loss. That's really brutal, and my heart goes out to you. So check out Solo Monster Sounds Up. Check out Wrestling Soup. Check out all the things on the Patreon of Don Tony and Kevin Castle. You know, that's like, you know, Dark Chronicles, all those cool shows they got going on, Breakfast Soup. Check out Knuckle Up. Check out NoDQ.com with all, you know, the news and the cool videos they have on YouTube. And, yeah, man, for the Wrestling Gremlins Podcast, I am Bobby.
Bitches.
That gentleman is...
Later.
Bye. Later.
Oh, I'm fucking hungry.
Cool. An hour and a... Yeah, go eat some food, man. It's like an hour and a half.
I think our 2.5 hour one that we did the one
I need to
time.
get ready for work.
Yeah, it was a brutal
Yeah,
one.
like
Well,
when we
we'll
first
try.
started.
Let me see, because I should know my schedule by Friday for next week. So I can let you know when we can do the follow-up for everything.
Okay.
How are you watching Supercard? Okay.
I'm just going to buy it. If you want, I can Skype you.
I was just sitting here
and put the TV like right in front of the TV.
I'm trying to figure out how the club thing worked, but I just don't think it's gonna match up in time. So I'll probably just pull my computer up and just like read along as it's going on.
Or you could watch it if I just put a computer in front of the TV.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be watching that. I'm gonna be chilling. So, I mean, we'll see what's going on. I'll let you know when it gets closer what's happening. You tell me what you want to do. Because I'm definitely gonna be watching
that
it.
night. I don't know if I'm opening or closing. I'll know tonight when I get in. I think I open, so hopefully everything works out this weekend.
Cool. Well, hopefully it does, man. You go get some food. I'm gonna drink some coffee and get ready for work. And I will talk to you a little bit later. Later, bro.